Hey Todd, how are you? How's Todd tonight? Welcome in. I got some Thanksgiving Day blend. I'm going to smoke it tomorrow. um, for those of you who didn't see my regular video that I got from the Yalbo video from RD, Samuel Gauss Balkan Flake. Virginia and Nautica. I already had a bowl of this. Good stuff. Now this here's from the 70 I'll tell you here in a minute. This is a McBaron blend, crumble cake Ruska, barrel aged series number 5 limited edition. This tin is 3,000, 24 of 6,200. And we got the H&H Ruska Hot Press Flake, limited edition 2023. This is 3,885 of 5,500. This is a 50 gram tin of Ruska. So right now I am debating on which one to open up. I don't know which one. You can tell the difference in the tins. Ruska. This is the regular Ruska. So I am debating on nice shepherd pie. It's good. I got a big jar over here of shepherd's pie. Good stuff. So I don't know which one to open. They're limited edition tins. This one's say I don't know which one. This one here doesn't have a date or a month on the back. Nor do I see on anything on the side. I'm sorry, this here is the crumb cake 50 grams. And Ruska. Okay. This one right here, the big one, this is the Ruska. February 2023, so this is 9 months of age. 3.5 ounces. So we're going to do the Ruska tonight, guys. Now, we're going to open this up. Oh, very nice, guys. Before I go any further, McBaron Flake. It's got, I wish you guys could see this. Hold on here. It does got the gold. We opened it up. Very nice presentation. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that flake? Very nice, well, presentation. There's something been bugging my head. And the pipe I'm going to smoke in tonight if I don't drop anything. Choice lighters tonight is the pipe insert Zippo. One from RD. The best way to do a flake is rub it out. Yes, Patrick, hold on. I'm going to take you guys into the other room so you guys see it better. We're going to take a little walk, guys. I need to have, excuse me. I do not have a problem doing this at all. Much better. These guys better light in here. Got so much stuff around here. Let's do it this way. Oh. Sorry about this stuff. Yes, Patrick, it is the round 10. As you can tell. Now I got to get something to rub this flake out on. Give me a second, guys. Let me zip up my jacket real fast. Nice little presentation here. There is a flake. So barbecue. This here's the flake one here. The regular. I got the crumble cake in the back there. Smells like flavored beef jerky. The moisture level's fine. So we're just gonna rub this out. Okay. Oh, I got you now, Patrick. It has been a while since I've smoked this. Been a minute. Been a while. I might go behind the thing here real quick. Just rub out another flake. It just might take 2 flakes, y'all. So, it's got its preferences of either folding stuff, break it up, rub it out. Beef jerky. That's what I'm getting. Pipe is loaded. Perfect draw. But it's not. Want not. So. Like I said, it's been a while since I've smoked this. Oh. Nice. Todd, I have no idea. That's the first time I've ever seen got a tin like that. I think it came out this year. Not for sure. Don't quote me on that. Good to show you how big this tin is. I just got both of my lighters on there and still got room. And on the back, it says 2 branches of the Nicotina tobacco family is blended. The name, we got a ghost in here, y'all. See, it's got the native tobacco from Virginia and tobacco we are used to smoke a pipe. The combination is one of a kind, provide a bold smoke both in taste and strength. So this is, basically this here is the hot press flake. I started noticed it on the tin. It's the hot press flake, y'all. I never had the hot press flake. So this is on, I mean, I had Rusk in the past. So, I say, on your nicotine level, depending on how much nicotine you can handle. For me, I could smoke this here maybe 3 times a day or twice a day. To some, it could be an all-day smoke. But once you get going, pretty much stays lit. I already started getting pretty much of a white ash already. This pipe here from RD several months back or so, or longer. Yeah, it's strong. Cause I can kind of feel it a little bit. Of course, I just got done eating too, so. New to pipe smoking, whatever, I wouldn't recommend this to them. I've seen guys smoke them, and basically get sick. And I usually tell them, you work yourself up. In my own opinion, it's just me. Old Joe Krantz Red Label. Haunted Bookshop. Then get used to it. Then you say you work on the Ruska. I'm not saying to smoke 4 or 5 bowls in a day's time. If you're not used to it. Because you can get nicotine poisoning. With Goody Project, it's not. So many make that mistake, they'll jump into like Old Joe Krantz, Haunted Bookshop, Ruska, because it's popular. But then they wind up getting sick, or they say, this ain't for me. Now I can smoke this all day. But for me, if I'm busy doing something, and I know I'm going to be away for a certain amount of time, and they'll hold me over until I get back. Excuse me. Yes, you're correct, Patrick. Now, on occasions, I'll smoke something aromatic or something, but mostly now I'm in that category of Virginia, Burley, Perique. Don't get me wrong, I'll smoke my English blends. Well, the ones I got now. But now, this is my house state keychain thing for hold my keys. I do got my tech tool, so I don't lose it. Yes. Matter of fact, I smoked a Fumas. Yeah, it was Fumas. Fumas. Brick House. Here the other night, matter of fact, speaking of cigars. Now, I do got a Connecticut back there. Now, I may smoke out tomorrow. I figure I'll get on here for a short. Wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy your family time tomorrow. Of course, I'll be here by myself all day tomorrow. Which, to me, that's... I mean, it may sound bad, but it's not. It gives me a break from everybody here. If you know what I'm saying. Now it's starting to clog up. Pipes don't never take your pipe apart when it's warm or hot. But this here I can do because it's... Same here, Patrick. I got that Samuel Gauss Balkan back there. And, smoke some of that. I got another Balkan blend too back there too. I forget the name of it. Ah, that's better. Like right now, the temperature here in the high is 37 degrees right now. It's supposed to get down to 32 tonight. It'll be a high of 51 tomorrow. Oh, nice, Patrick. Gonna watch the parade tomorrow, Patrick? I mean, is it kind of close to where you're at, or? Because I always watch at the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade, usually every year. There may be one or two times I missed it. And there's RD. RD's ears must have been burning. RD. And RD. There it is, brother. There's the Ruska. How's it going to wait? Oh, wow. Supposed to be 51 tomorrow. This is why I'm sitting here thinking. Oh, okay, Patrick. I got you now. mighty fine smoke. Yeah, there's been one or two, couple years I haven't watched it, but tomorrow I'm planning on it. It starts at 8:30 in the morning here, well, my time. Mm. There will be absolutely nobody around here tomorrow. So that means I can sit back, relax. Finally, RD, I finally got this here pipe and the other pipe finally broken in, finally. Set that down for a second, and no, I'm not getting lightheaded or nothing. Far from that. A friend of mine went to Kroger's the other day. Brought me two red coals and two tray coals. Big K. 45 total she paid for them a piece is 47 cents a piece for these. Which I like it. No, I do not pour. Oh, nice RD. You'll like it. I take a drink. What's left? I got my others back there. I just had to come out here, RD, so I could give these guys better lighting on the back of tin. Trusty Zippo. And the trusty Bic, RD. This came from Tony in Rhode Island with the pipe insert. I just got the regular insert back there. Now, I'll teach you a little trick that I learned from Matches 860 John about these Zippos. Yeah, they fill them up. You know, with their ends there. With the Zippo water flow. Yeah, you mostly have to keep these warm. But the trick I learned from him was Take a little bit of Vaseline, put it all over the pipe. Well, not pipe, Zippo. I'm sorry, guys. And what that does, that prevents the fluid from escaping out too fast. Apologize for that, y'all. Now with any tobacco, I'll do, especially if it's like an aromatic, I have to check that out. No, on the outside, RD. On the outside of your lighter. Like on the outside, like here, down, real light. To the front and back. And the side right here where it opens up. Now, if you take your tobacco, especially like your aromatics, I've even done this too. And not you guys like Patrick and y'all. If you take that and you let go and it's still kind of sticking, kind of goopy, kind of sticking, dry it out a little bit more. Don't let it get too dry where it turns dust. I'm going to have to give me some more Zippo fluid next month. Oh, okay, Patrick. I didn't know that. Well, I learned something new tonight, y'all. That's something. The way they make accessories anymore for Zippos, pipes, so forth and so on. Oh, nice, Patrick. Yeah, RD, if you look, there's a hole in the middle of that. See, you can see right here. I can turn that sideways. It's come through the holes. Ten times easier to light your pipe. Love it. How hard, guy? Oh, there you have to breathe in now. Be like a regular lighter. Now, if you got a Zippo, actually says the word Zippo. Now, I don't know if they still do or not, but you can send your Zippo in and then request a pipe lighter, pipe insert. and they'll send the pipe insert inside the Zippo with the regular insert back to you. I think you just pay for the shipping, I think. Across this pipe here, you can kind of see the white letters right there. It's up on the opening. There's the two O's. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it. Oh, the butane. Well, ain't that something? Now, with those butanes, I learned this the hard way until I watched some videos on it. That you got, when you go to refill it, you don't automatically put that butane fluid up to it to fill it. You got to press that little thing in there to make sure all the air and all the excess air and everything's out of it before you refill. I learned that the hard way. But you go with Zippo fluid here. It's $2.99, depending on which. We got like 3 tobacco stores. Regular tobacco stores. They don't carry like the fancy pipes and like Ruska or same you got with Balkan, so forth and so on. But they do carry Carter Hall and half and lighter fluid. Or I can get the big can for $7.99. Depending. We do got one here in town that runs by Chinese folks. Nothing against them. Bless them. But the only problem I've got is I don't know where to get the stuff at. Same stuff that I get, like my chewing stuff. It's higher there than where I normally get it. Now I gotta take a day and clean my Zippo up too. Now, I'll smoke this. Yes, that's what I was trying to say, Patrick. In and roundabout, we have to bleed it like you would. It's like putting on new brakes on your vehicle or new brake lines. For order your brakes to function on your vehicle, you got to start your vehicle up, not put in drive, pump it till it gets hard and hold it. Somebody bleeds it and let it go down to the floor. You repeat that pattern until it's bled. It's just like bleeding brakes on the cars where it's going to function properly, work properly, so forth and so on. So that's how that works, RD. I know this pipe's full, and I know I didn't burn all that up already. Wow, Patrick. I've been wanting to go to New York just one time in my life. I've been to Virginia, West Virginia, North and South Carolina. I've been to Las Vegas, Denver, Colorado, and another state. Oh, I've been to Kentucky. Pockets go too tight. There's that Twiz. That's what she said. Sorry about that, guys. I should have broken that flake up a little bit more than what it... Yep. It sure will, Patrick. Has anybody on here watched Craig from the Tunnel Take? If you ever haven't watched him, go watch him. Now I'm getting this. Not a floral from his tobacco, from the smoke. I don't know what I'm getting. He does have a gall going on or something. Wow, Patrick. That's my goal for next year. Is to go to New York. Because he's around here. There's... Excuse me. There's like the Tinderbox in Columbus. There's a couple down in Cincinnati. But I'd like to get into a park club. I just like to go to these shops. Now, I've been to one Tinderbox. And I was down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It has several house brands in there. Couple nice Petersons. And I'm trying to think what the other pubs they had in there. Real nice section of cigars. Oh, I see, Patrick. Speaking of Peterson pipes, I'm going to have to break out my one. It's the Pearson 999 Bulldog. Now, I just use that pipe very specifically just for like Ruska, Haunted Bookshop, Old Joe Krantz. Smokes better than that bowl. Have you ever started on that oh, sweet, Patrick. I'll keep that in mind. I'll have to write that down so I don't forget. I'll bring couple my good pipes. Like the Molina pipe, it's 9 mil. The Peterson's 9 mil. The Peterson pipe came from Garbage Man Piper. The one Molina pipe I won in his gall about 2 years ago. I've been eyeballing. I just might pull the trigger. We'll see. I might have a gall. Probably, maybe of its first year. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, nice, Patrick. Because it is kind of cold out here, y'all. It's kind of nippy out here. Take you down the long hallway. Oh. Oh. Sit in the old man's recliner. Oh, nice, Patrick. Seems like I like the 6 mils and non-filters, but it's also nice to guys gonna be looking at the sun. I can still see your comments. I keep all my tobaccos in a bag, well, in my, shoot. Now I've got to shut my flashlight off. See what, whoop. Oh, cool. I'll check into that, Patrick. Hopefully he can have one around the first of the month. And, I can jump on it. Now, all smoke is, as you can tell now since I'm by the light, people says that's rusticated. Well, I have a couple people around here. It's sandblasted. Oval shank. Kind of a short stem. Love this pipe. I'm going to put this down for a second. I'm going to show you a pipe that Pipe Man Dan sent me about a year or so ago. I still got it. Custom made by Jason Montone. Right where my finger is his initials, JM. This specifically for English blends. And Mike from Bar Blues gave him the dimensions. Same identical pipe. And his is the stem. Different colors. Clenches well. Yes, I do have a rubber bed on it. I've been wanting to bend an apple. Pipe. Either that or the Prince. I had a Prince Dr. Grayboat when I first started into the pipe community. I did have a Dr. Grayboat Prince. And I basically wore that pipe completely out. And I bit a hole completely through the stem. But now it's like, I'd rather have the softy bits. I got on most of my pipes. I need to get a couple more to put on my Peterson. And another pipe. I don't know if you guys seen the piercing pipe I've got. You guys probably have. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to pull that pipe out here out the bed. What I do is, I got like 2 or 3 pipes out. If I pull another pipe out, I put another pipe back. That's why I know where all my pipes are. That's not bad. That's what I'm thinking, RD. I'm going to get one for next month. But then I gotta get another pipe rack. Because right now I'm keeping all my pipes in a Ziploc bag. Oh, sweet, Patrick. I'm thinking about getting the Bones pipe too, because I've been wanting the Bones pipe for ever. Between the Bones pipe, the Christmas pipe, the Dracula pipe. Yeah, RD, speaking of pipes about smoking, not smoking in a year. You get so used to certain pipes and your favorite pipe, then you narrow down to your rotation pipes. But you always reach for that one certain particular pipe. Oh, cool, RD. Nice. Nice. Speaking of CNOMS, they got OMS coffee. Have you all heard of the Black Rifle coffee? Tim's got some in there in cans. Me neither. Cool, Patrick. Guys, and the 7 Nelly Series 3 unfinished. Where don't got, it ain't darkened, no lacquer, no nothing on it. The more you smoke it, the darker the pipe gets. I was tempting to try one in there, but it's got I think one he's got in there in Kansas like 300 milligrams of caffeine. He's got the Starbucks in there. It's got 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. That equals to 2 cups of coffee in one can. I tried one day, and I was bouncing off the walls. Yeah, Simon makes good. 7 o'clock this morning. Make another pipe. Last thing I remember was he was using it. It's like his grinder reel thing, shaping it with it. That's the last thing I remember. I conked out. Yes, sir, RD. I drank one day in here, and I'm thinking I start bouncing. I'm thinking, what in the world? I'm gonna check that out. Guys, talk among yourselves for a second. I gotta go take a potty break. Oh, nice. I had a stand well, and I traded. See who was Dan Lopez. He traded a 7 Chevy 320 KS, practically brand new, less than 3 bowls in it, for my Stanwell. Java Jake. I'm gonna have to check that out, but I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a second, guys. I'm back. Oh. Practice says I have a 79602 and want to get the 673 KS 790 in the Camo Oceano and the Roman Lucite. Here is the Peterson 999 Bulldog 9mm, my very first 9mm, given to me by Government's man Piper. Very nice pipe. I just got to clean the stem up just a hair, which should not be a problem for me to do. I have smoked many of bowls through that. Easy to clench. Very lightweight. I won't be clenching this one too much until I take off my well, till I get a softy bit for it, put it that way. Right now I'm just one-handed because I'm holding my phone because I got it on charge. Not a biggie. But here's the other pipe that RD sent me, along with the other. That is also sandblasted. Very nice pipe. This pipe here was my little best friend for a while. Of all the pipes I got, this is my little best friend. I mean, I can clench it, but I just don't want to put no tooth marks in it. It is. Sorry guys, I don't want to make anybody seasick, but it is a 9mm. Pipe. And now I'll tell you a little trick of cleaning your stems. Matter of fact, I got it right here. Let me put this back on before I lose you guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. I found the easy, cheapest way to do it. Matter of fact, I got it right here. We'll clean that up. say you got it scorched around the rim, like it turns black from your pipes. Dab of toothpaste around that. Make sure you do not get none inside your bowl. Because you clean that out of there and you put your tobacco in there, you're going to get a taste of also toothpaste. I've done it. I don't know how many times. It does got the P on the stem and piercing right there on the shank. On the other side, it is stamped 999. Now, normally with this pipe here, normally I will smoke this during the holidays. So this weekend, it's getting smoked. Now, if I could find another bulldog like this, but stem be bent a little bit more, almost like a full bent. That's about a half quarter bent, she'll say. It does got a little. I must took a day, and I was probably desperate, and I must run some kind of an English blend through this. I just now noticed it. It ain't ghost, but most people, they want to speed the cake up, they put a bit of honey in there. Oh, I forgot about Mark. I haven't seen Mark on for a while. What's going on with him? I have not seen him for a second. I wonder what's up. I know he made a new thing on here, and I was wondering where he was at. Well, somebody mentioned it. I don't know if it's on James Stumbo's Live or somebody in the video or what. But somebody happened to mention Mark's name. Now I am hooked up to, and I haven't seen not much post from him. So I am debating on whether or not to smoke another bowl. Since I got the piercing out. We'll see. So far we've been on full band pipes are not the easiest pipes to keep clean. True, Patrick. I've got one that's almost a bent somewhere. And it is kind of hard to get a pipe clean to it. I'm going to see if there's any football games on tomorrow. There should be a couple football games on tomorrow. Or today, or I think out tomorrow. I'm getting my days mixed up again, guys. Seen John from our brought up here the other day, had a live, I think it was yesterday. He had a live, mid-afternoon. The gentleman that he had on there with him, I first time seeing him. We'll go with let's see here, shall we? So many tobaccos to choose from. Emerson Southern Forge Poldark Custom Tobacco Blends. Southern Piper, I think it was. It's on James Stonebow's Live. Good stuff. Oh, well, I got you on here, Patrick. I just now, let me move my leg, guys. Oh. Before I pull this other pipe out, I want to show you something. This here is for your cigarettes, but I use for dump my pipes. Sorry about being dirty. But on top of it, Skullhead. Tim in here gave me this. Okay. This is my country gentleman. I got another dangle with this. It's already, that mother's already dark. I'm trying to get this darkened up. But my problem is, okay, Patrick, I need to get in the hole. I mean, this stem is still good. It ain't collapsed or nothing, but it's all chewed up on the end. I like to get me a good, like, forever stem or something like that, not nature. Now, I do keep this pipe out. Now, the shank part is kind of darkened up some. But usually, normally I'm a clincher anyways. That's got tobacco in there I've got about. I was smoking something out of here the other day. But, anyways, I've been wanting to get him. Good stem for that. Usually, with me, I always keep my pipes cleaned out. But now I'm getting the bad habit of forgetting put the pipe down to cool so I can clean it, then I'll walk up and totally forget about it. I gotta go through all my pipes. Oh, I know what's in this. Pull dart. Patrick. Because I want to get one for this one and one for my other one. Now my general, it's all right. Todd's birthday's coming up. That should be coming up. Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. I stopped thinking. Well, happy birthday, Todd. Now, the type of tobaccos that I really don't like, it's like, I'll give you a prime example. I had this blend sent to me here several years ago, about 3 years ago. Something like that. About 2.5, 3 years ago. It was real bad floral in it. I mean, it's opened up and all you smell was like flowers. And it was L.J. Peretti's No Name. That's the actual name of it. But it's made by L.J. Peretti. It's called No Name. Oh, good thing I had this old cob. And a good thing I ran through the cob instead of one of my bras. RD. Got your head of thinking. Good though. So, I think, oh, I can't stand this. It wasn't green with me. You're very welcome, Todd. I mean, it was not green with my palate. It was not green with me at all. It was like trying to throw my pH levels off. It's like, oh, I think, well, I'll try this stuff out. I mean, it was like in a small baggie, like a Ziploc bag. I think I'm going to air this stuff out. And then, I was going to dry it out. Did that. I'm telling you what, guys, I tried it. Somebody walked, it was summertime too. Wasn't too hot, and it was kind of mild day. Somebody walked past, and I had my screen door opened up. Somebody hollered in there and said, "Jeff, you got flowers in there?" I said, "No, why?" "I smell a bouquet of flowers." They said, "Jeff, I'm telling you honestly, I don't got it. That's it." And I said, "I'm telling you the truth. I do not got no flowers in my room. I promise you." So I proved it to him. I said, "Look," I said, "this is pipe tobacco. Smell it." Then you tell me what you're smelling. Bouquet of flowers. That's what you're smelling. So later that afternoon, towards evening, it didn't get dark till about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night anyways. I thought, well, I'm going to try another bowl. Couldn't do it. So I had this one odd, weird looking broad pipe that I had. Didn't like it. Didn't like the shape of it. It was way too big for me. So I think, well, I'm going to take this tobacco and this pipe down to my neighbor. Because he was wanting a broad pipe. So I said, okay, I'll get you one. So I got one for you. So I went down and got all that, took it down. I said, here, you can have this tobacco, dude. I said, I can't do it. Well, Todd is going to be 48. Well, happy belated birthday, Patrick. I must be the youngest guy in here. I'm younger than Todd. Huh. Make me look like I'm still wet behind the ears. But that's one thing I can't stand. Lakelands, anything like that, I can't do it. Is there something about it, I just can't do those blends. It's just, well, thank you, RD. You know, speaking of that, RD, yeah, I seen a thing up on Facebook the other day. And, talked about when I'm going to use myself as an example. When I was a kid, my parents spanked me. And so that caused the consequences of me of respecting other people. You know, old school, it's like, you respect me, I respect you. But here's how I do people. And this what makes most people upset. It's like they can sit there and disrespect you, but you still give them the respect. That eats them up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's something, it's like an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth type deal. Well, the way I've always been taught is like, don't ever scoop down to their level because that's what they want you to do. You know, and life is like, say what you gotta say, in a respectful way, then turn around and walk away. Just walk away. It doesn't mean that you are defeated, that you lost. It makes you a better makes you a better person. It makes them look like a fool. Me, I say what I normally have to say in a respectful, polite way. Then I walk away. It's like, hey, this ain't right. This ain't cool. Should not be doing that. You're a grown blank adult. Act it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Patrick. That's saying it's like respect is earned, not given. Trust is earned, not given. It's earned. That's what. Excuse me. Let me put this in a respectful way. I'll give you a prime example. And no, I'm not bashing these guys in here, putting anybody. There's one, two, especially one. Now, I'm not mentioning their names, but anyways, I'm not putting them down. It's like they're jealous and of me because because I know people in the hot, like I was saying, I wouldn't say higher ups, but they got money to back. Money talks. You know what I'm saying? They got money behind them. Like they're in the middle high class type situation. And I'm personally friends with people that are like the sheriff, judges, but in the same aspect, just because I'm friends with them, that doesn't mean I don't get no special treatment, because I always tell them, you treat me the same way you treat everybody else. I ain't no better than the next person. Say. So when you give these type of people like that, and then that's where your reputation is going to come in too. It's like, okay, yo, go ahead and get Jeff. You can trust him. He's one of the most respectful people that I know to be around. And they'll say he's one of those type of people. He's very respectful, polite type people, but I wouldn't cross him. Type people. And it's nothing to be bragging about or nothing. Because I'm like James Stumbo. I'm nobody. You know, and that's why I try to explain to this party. It's like I'm a nobody. It's just because I can do this, that, and the other, and kind of get by with a little bit of stuff. Certain things. But that doesn't make me no different than anybody else in this world. It's like, and he does this, getting no, and they tell him no, he don't. What do you think he's doing that he's getting? I don't get no special treatment from nobody. And that's why I try to explain. It's like, you got to give it to people. The way you talk defines of who you are. I could joke all day. You know, I could sit and joke all night. Have fun. Can't be serious all the time. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to joke around. You know, as long as you know, there's a guy that comes in here, yeah, he's like He's one of those type of guys that you like to get in the corner and get him to the point of where having a major meltdown type person. That's coming. That's a whole new video right there on that. But anyways, do unto others as you want to do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Because I have walked, honest God's truth, I have best friends that I've known for 20, 30 years. When they start acting like a fool, ignorance, then they start showing they don't have no respect. Have I disowned them as a friend? Yeah. Would I still speak to them? Yes. I don't mean throw RD underneath the bus, but say like me and RD had it out. And all of a sudden I disowned him as a friend. Just to say. But also, on the other hand, with me, I'll be the type of person I'll walk up to RD and say, "Hey, RD, you doing okay? You alright? Need anything?" That's where I am. You know, so I'm just saying, you know, just because we're not friends, that means I'm not going to totally turn my back on you. Because I know what it feels like for somebody to totally turn their back on me. And then found out years later that I wasn't the problem. Same way with the other day, I could find out, yeah, okay, he wasn't the problem, you know. But that trust and that respect is gone, then they have to go back and they have to earn it. That's one thing. If my dad was still living this year, God bless him. He'll be 93. Or just turned 93. And that's why I learned a lot of my, you know, stuff from, because, you know, and that's how, and what gets me, and it boggles my brain, I mean, these youngins today, these kids, bless them, God bless them, I love kids. I got a kid of my own. But some kids, not all kids are bad. I mean, there's some kids got respect. It's like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir type. That's how they was raised. Because parents taught them. And then you got some kids, parents that, and you question the parent, why are you allowing your child to do this to somebody? Disrespect somebody. Well, I don't want them to be, I don't want to raise my kids in the same way I was raised. Well, wait a minute. Back that up. So you're telling me that you don't want your child to be raised in this world the way you was raised. I know this is a different time, different generation, yada, yada, yada. Understand that. But the way I was raised, I want my child to be raised the same way I was raised. Not as hard, you know, harsh, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got to scrub the floor with a toothbrush and all that. No. But you teach them the life skills the way you've been taught your life skills. You know, men's gonna be men, women's gonna. But teacher, if you got boys, teach them things. Hey, I taught mine. Hey, here, you do the dishes, sweep them off the floors, take the trash out, cook. Taught them how to cook. Well, that's feminine. No, that's not being feminist. Is that way? That's teaching you the value of life. Because one of these days you're going to be on your own and you're going to have to fend for yourself. And then if you happen to get a girlfriend, get married, whatever, then you can cook for your woman. And everything. Now, if she decides she wants to jump in and do a 50-50, then let her do it. Don't sit there and demand her. No, I'm doing it all. You just go over and sit down. True, RD, especially the school system, man. What in the world is this world? What's this country come to? I mean, come on now. I may get. I don't care. If I get something against my channel, I'm going to say it. What in the world is this country come to, RD? Because you brought up a good point. This school system teaching our kids what? When I was going to school, what they're teaching these kids today, I never even heard of it back when I was going to school. From kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. We live in a society today that, oh my God, it just boggles me. It just floors my mind because they're teaching these kids stuff that's should not even been taught in the school systems. It's like if say like this bathroom issue. If my sister would have walked home one day from school, because we only lived like maybe 2.5 blocks from the school, which is up around the corner. We walked up our street, turned down. It was a short street where we lived at. We walked up another short street. Well, we walked up around the alley. It's just a short school. Now, if my sister would have walked home and told my mom and dad, especially my dad, hey, this so-and-so dude's claiming to be a female, walked into the bathroom and classified as a female, don't think my dad would be up that school system. Because he's going to identify himself as the Tooth Fairy. And that's one thing about, he'll identify himself as Tooth Fairy. Because the old boy's going to get some new set of teeth. He's going to be the Tooth Fairy and the dentist. That is just like, that's the old school way of handling. Exactly, Patrick. There's a girl in here, 18 years old, and I don't have to put it in slow. I'm putting the plate down. I'm not making fun of her. Bless that kid's heart. Love that kid to death. She's a sweetheart. She's a total little sweetheart. I call her a mouse because she loves cheese. Give that kid cheese, a bag of that kid a corner, and give her a big bottle of Dr. Pepper. You won't see that kid rest the evening. That's like what she is. But anyways, she can spell, but it's like I'm reading her, because Tim has his lives like I'm talking to you and I'm reading the comments. Your name. Okay, for her to spell your name out in a way, she's got to look at the screen and see your name for her to spell out your full name. Like Patrick Grant. Okay? But other than that, now she can pretty well spell. But like your name or, something like that, it's like big, to match it up. But other than that, she's a smart kid. But they never sat down with her long enough to teach her. Just like his old lady. Just like his old lady. Well, I'm going old lady. Well, that's how we talk around here. I'm 43. And she's like 40. And to tell you the truth, she can barely spell. When she writes somebody's name out for pickups, you have to sit there and put two and two together to figure out whose name that is. Math. Basic math. Can't do it. It's like, okay, I'll give a prime example, and I'm not making fun of her because she's never been taught. Say like you hand her a $50 bill, and your bill comes to $45. No, say like your bill comes to $40. Okay, that probably gets $10 back. Or hand her a 50 and your bill is 35. You hand her a 50, okay, that person's getting $15 back in change. Well, she can't comprehend that quick enough to do it. That's subtraction. Adding everything up, I've seen her goof up because there's times I have seen the card and I've seen I see written on there. I'll go back, I double check. I think, well, that's not right. So I'll go to Tim and I say, Tim, I checked that bag for so and so. I checked the card and I said, the amount's not right. I'll give him the number and I said, Tim, double check that for me and he'll come back and say, Jeff, you're right. Fix it. Because these guys never been taught anything. Because the parents don't take the time out like they used to and sit down with them and actually show them how to do things. Parents nowadays, oh, I got this, do that, do. And like in the second or third grade. They start teaching us. With me, we know in my generation time, you know, I had to laugh. I had to laugh one time, speaking cursive. I told my sister one time, because she had a 1997 Ford Thunderbird 5-speed, jet black, prettiest car you ever seen, and I'm not a Ford person, and I'm not. One day I said, "You ever teach her boy, Dustin, teach him how to drive a standard?" "Well, no." I said, "Dustin, you ever drove a standard?" "No." He's, "What's that?" "That's right, RD." I said, "You serious?" I told him, I said, I started learning how to drive a standard when I was 12 years old. I said, "Tell her, hand me your keys." "So what for?" I said, "This boy's going to learn how to drive a standard one way or the other." "Oh, no, you're not. You ain't going to." My dad looked at her and he says, "Tell her, Kay, hand the boy the keys. This boy's going to learn how to drive a standard one way or the other." My dad looked at her and says, "Tell her, you know he could drive a standard. He could drive a standard all day long blindfolded if he wanted to." Well, Dad convinced her. She says, "Where you going to take him at?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to take him out there where Margene lives. Country road, out in the country. Country road, straight stretch." So I drove out. I didn't let him drive out. Even though he has a permit, I didn't let him drive. Oh, yeah, I love writing cursive. I could write cursive all. That's one of my favorite things. Because, see, what I do, Patrick, not changing the subject, but what I do is I'll sit here sometimes not write to refresh my memory on words. I'll sit here and I'll write a couple pages. And I tell you what I do is I'll get on tobaccoreviews.com and I'll look these blends up and I'll sit here and write it out in cursive. But anyways, I pulled in the driveway while her husband then was outside. I kind of heard him say, "Who in the world's that pulling in here in that car?" So I popped my head out and I said, Hey, George, what you doing?" "Oh, it's you, Jeff. What are you doing out here? Is that your car?" I said, "No, that's Tara's." My sister. I was talking about my sisters. And I said, "I got a question for you." He said, "Yeah." He says, "Sir." So I'm going to teach this boy how to drive a standard. I said, "I'm going to take him down here because both their farmlands on each side, on both sides of the road." But anyways, I said, "Well, I'm going to take him down here to the curve down here and I'm going to bring him back up." But I said, "I want him to get used when he comes up the hill here to know how to shift down and around a couple times." I said, "You mind if I said, "I'm not going to use your driveway all the time, but I said, I'm just going to take him back and forth." He says, "Well, yeah, go ahead." He says, now I know it's you. He said, so I got out of the car, about walk around. George leaned over and he says, Jeff. I said, what? He says, you really want to teach him how to drive a standard? I said, yeah, why? He says, take him on the back lane, go over to the dairy barns and come back. I said, you sure? He said, yeah, go. He says, take him up down here a couple times and take him on that back lane back there. I said, well, I don't want Richard and them over there calling and saying there's a black. He said, no, don't you worry about that. He said, I'm going to call him right now. So he calls and told Richard that, if he sees a Black Ford Thunderbird, it's okay. That's a close family friend, RD says, in college I had a young professor and I wrote the exam in cursive. It was nonsense and I didn't believe he could read it. Rather than admit that he gave me a B. Well, there you go, RD. So I was teaching him. Went back a couple lanes, a couple times, come back. Well, I was over there talking to him for a while. Went back in town. This boy was literally scared to death. I mean scared to death. Now I suppose, what do you think about it? Well, that was the first time I ever done it. I've never done it before. I'm getting used to an automatic. Now I gotta get used to a standard. Well, I said, you better get used to a standard. I said, maybe one of these days, I said, you might have to, I said, maybe one of these days your buddies may have a standard truck, a 4-speed or a 5-speed truck, pickup truck. You need to drive out home. I said, this is the best way to do it. So, got back to my dad's house. My sister's flying off. Then where have you been, the audience? I said, Tara, don't worry about it. I said, I was out there on the farm. They told me I can use the back lane. The car's full of gas. The boy's alright. You need to calm down. And I said, besides, I was talking to George. Dad picked up, looked at me. So, by the way, this is how George done. I said, he's alright. He's done alright. Like that, I said, he's taking care of what he's got to take care of, farm-wise. But these kids today, they don't know anything. If you take a kid's phone away from them and shut the internet off, take their PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox, and all the game systems away from them, do you think they're dying? No, we're going to live like we're back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You're going to grow up. You're going to see how we grew up and how I grew up. Yeah, I had a Nintendo, but the Nintendo system here in the States didn't come out until 87, 85 or 87, somewhere in there. So I can remember, still this day, I didn't get one until 89, 90. But I didn't let that. But see, for order me to play that was, I had to do my chores, do my homework, do my chores. If I had any yard work needed to be done, I did it. Then I could play it. The only time I actually could play it was actually on the weekends. But these kids nowadays, You know, they'll say, well, if you touch me, you know, I'm going to call the law. Well, you might as well call them, because once they get here, I'm going to whip your hind end right in front of them and give them the reason why I'm doing it. You know, that's just the way I see it, you know. My sister pulled that once. Boy, did she regret it. She regretted it. You don't threaten and think you're going to get by with it. My mom came that close, guys. That close from going to jail. All because my mom kind of snapped and took a board and cracked across the leg and left the warp. Because my sister was back talking to my mom and my mom snapped. And I won't forget it till this day, because it was Christmas Eve. Child Protective Services, wrong thing to do, a man and woman. Now, I can remember they was both skinny. I can remember the woman had blonde hair. And this is, I was probably about 10. Yep. Shit, I didn't know what an inside toilet was, RD, until I was probably 8, 9 years old. When we went out on the friend's farm, and we had to go to the bathroom, I thought that was luxury. I thought that was pure gold. Pure gold. I didn't know what an inside shower was. Growing up, me and my sister had to take a bath in these old metal tubs. Square metal tubs had the handles on each side. My mom and dad, especially in the summertime, would fill those up in like mid-morning and let it sit out in the sun all day long. Just let that water get nice and warm. Well, by the evening time, that water was little then. I ain't little now, but I was little then. I could sit right down there and take a bath. I didn't know what a regular washer and dryer was until I was 13, 14 years old. Because my parents had the old wringer washer. That had the, the thing here, and had this thing go left to right on it, turn one way, you can take your clothes through. Then if it clothes get kind of stuck, there's this middle thing, you pop it, and then you turn the knob the other way, it'll bring the clothes back out. Well, these kids today, give these kids today a rotary phone. You guys remember the old rotary phones? You had to take, like, you got 9 here, you got to bring all the way around. And then let go, you had to wait till that goes back around and then hit the other numbers. Let it go back. Hit the other, let it go back, Yeah. Oh. These kids, if you give a kid an old rotary phone, they don't know what to do with it. That's what's that. That's what you call a rotary phone. That's what we used back in the day. There is Oscar. How is Oscar? But yeah, the old rotary phone. These kids today would not know what to do with one. I told a friend of mine's kid one time, and matter of fact, another friend of mine had one. And I happened to spot it one day. I said, hey, I remember them. It says, what's that, Jeff? The old rotary phone. Well, her friend's son says, what's his rotary phone? He got a cell phone in his hands. I looked at him, he said, what? What'd you say, son? I said, you mind if I pull that out? Yeah, so I pulled it out. I said, that's what's called a rotary phone. That's what we used to talk on back in the day. I said, you know how to, I said, use it. I want to see if you know how to use that. He looked it over. Couldn't do it. Oh, nice, Oscar. Very nice. Y'all ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow? And back in the day, now this before I was born, they had what's called, I remember my dad talking about it, Patrick. It was like a party line or something, where you had like, or you call and you say a number, then and some letters, you know. And I thought that was, and here I am, I'm 13, 14 years old, and here I am, I'm fascinated how they used to do that. You know, say like 547 something, and they'll go right to whoever you need to call. And I thought that was just so neat how they used to do it back in the day. You know, to where they had to, you know, call somebody or whatever, use that route. Then in our area, when I was growing up, it was a 513, then the number. And then I think like 4, they went to 937. Because our area code was 937, then it was 981. Then the last 4 digits of the phone number. Well, here I am up here, they got 740-335, and then you got 740-463 number. And there's a 740-313 number. You know, there's several 3-digit numbers up here where I'm living now. But where I used to live, yeah, that's the party line. And so where I'm from, it's straight 937. Well, I'll give my old house, it's no longer in use. So say like I need to call my mom and dad or something. Like Greenfield, he didn't have to punch in 937 number. You just dial 981-3452. By the way, that's my mom and dad's old telephone number. But to call, say my mom and dad still living, and I had to call from a house, like a house phone, from up here, and I had to dial 1-937-981-3452. Nowadays, you got a cell phone, you program the people's number in, and you can either dial it or say, "Hey Google," then the number. You can say, "Hey Google, call so and so." You know, that's just, I do it all the time on my phone. Because I get tired of good. The only thing I got to do is hit my one speaker and say it, and say the person's name. Track calls them. Or if you got a Siri, like on your iPhone, if you got an iPhone, then you say, "Hey Siri, call so and so." It'll automatically, if it's in your contacts, then it'll call. I had to fix the guy's phone here the other day. Thank you for coming in. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Be safe, be well. Don't eat too much. Make sure you set your scales back about 15-20 pounds. So when you go weigh yourself, it'll be about the same weight. I'll just be here all day tomorrow, watching TV. Peace and quiet. I may do tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, I may do a live. Well, maybe tomorrow night. You have fun tomorrow, Oscar. Enjoy. But yeah, it's just, you know, just keep the ones in your prayers tonight, guys, for those that maybe this year they don't have a family member, or they lost a loved one this year. Be thankful for what you got and what you have. Be thankful for another day. Have a roof above you, shoes on your feet, clothes on your back. The little things in this life. Be thankful tomorrow. I ain't going to be on too much longer because I don't want to keep you guys up. I know it's going on 2 o'clock in the morning. Here, my time. Because I want you guys to enjoy your day. Eat a lot of turkey or ham. Smoke your pipes. It's hard to tell. I'll probably be here or somebody. I got invited to 2 or 3 different places, but I'm grateful. I really am, guys. But it's like, if I'm not familiar with somebody's, I mean, I know them, but if I'm not familiar with their home, I feel kind of uncomfortable walking in somebody's home that I'm not familiar with. Because my anxiety and everything will shoot through the roof. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for taking time out to coming in. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Y'all have a great day tomorrow. Enjoy. I'll probably try to be on around about between 9:30 and 10:30. So y'all take care, be safe, be well. This is how Mafia Piper. Keep him lit, keep your embers burning, and y'all take care.